Pisces, imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing your entire life path, the choices you've made, the opportunities you've missed, the people you've met, was all leading to one single day, one single moment. That moment is August 12th. Not a random date, not just another Monday, but the exact day the divine destiny prophecy unlocks. A prophecy hidden for centuries in sacred scrolls, whispered in secret by ancient mystics, and feared by forces that never wanted humanity, especially you, to awaken. And you, the dreamer of the zodiac, the empath, the visionary, the soul who feels everything deeper than most, you are at the very heart of this. Because on August 12th, 3 shocking soul shifts will strike in rapid succession. Not over weeks, not over days, but in mere hours. Each one will rewrite a part of your future in real time, bending reality around you in ways you've never experienced. This is not coincidence. This is not just astrology. This is the fulfillment of a cosmic contract your soul made long before you took your first breath. You will feel it. The air will be heavier, colours will seem brighter, numbers will repeat, and your heart will know something irreversible is happening. And here's the truth. You only get one shot at this. If you miss these 3 shifts, the gate closes, and it will not open again in this lifetime. So listen carefully, Pisces, because in the next 25 minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what's coming, the ancient origin of this prophecy, and how you can step into the future you were born to claim. Pisces, August 12th is not a day you stumble into. It's a day your soul has been moving toward for lifetimes. On this date, the cosmos forms a rare and precise triad: your ruling planet Neptune, the planet of dreams, intuition, and spiritual truth; Jupiter, the great expander and bringer of abundance; and the North Node, the cosmic compass that points to your life's true purpose. All 3 will lock into perfect alignment. Think of it as 3 ancient keys turning in the same lock at the exact same second. When they click, the destiny gate swings open. This exact energetic signature hasn't been felt by Pisces in over 200 years, meaning no living soul has ever experienced what you are about to feel, and that's why the energy feels so intense right now. The strange, vivid dreams that seem more like memories than imagination. The emotional highs and lows that come out of nowhere. The moments where time feels elastic, where hours vanish or seconds stretch endlessly. Those aren't random. Those are frequency shifts. They're the early tremors of a massive soul quake. On August 12th, those tremors become a wave, reality bends, patterns break, and for a few hours you'll stand in a zone where past, present, and future overlap, where you can pull destiny toward you like a magnet. But here's the catch: when the gate closes, the alignment dissolves. And the next time this window opens, not in your lifetime. This is why the divine destiny prophecy warns, the one who sleeps through the turning shall wake to the same dawn forever. You, Pisces, cannot afford to sleep through this on and when. The story begins in 1798. When a small team of explorers uncovered a sealed chamber beneath the ruins of an old monastery in the Pyrenees Mountains. Inside, wrapped in weathered silk and locked in a copper chest, they found what would later be called the Arcana manuscripts. The writings were unlike anything historians had seen. A blend of astrology, prophecy, and spiritual code written in an ancient dialect that took decades to translate. And in those pages, a chilling yet beautiful vision was described. It spoke of the water-bearer's vision, but this was not Aquarius. Number the text made it clear. It referred to the last water sign, Pisces. You, the dreamer, the healer, the spiritual finisher. The one destined to close an ancient cycle so that humanity could begin a new one. The manuscripts described a singular date when the veil between dream and reality would thin to the point of vanishing. For a few hours, chosen souls would stand in both worlds, able to reach back into the past, step forward into the future, and choose a different destiny. The monks who guarded the manuscripts called it the Divine Destiny Prophecy. They feared its misuse, knowing that those awake on this date could manifest power beyond imagination, or destroy themselves chasing illusions. And that date, after centuries of waiting, was revealed to be August 12th, 2025. Pisces, the prophecy is clear. When the dreamer sees with waking eyes, fate bends like a reed in the water. On this day, you are not just a participant in life's flow. You are the hand that shapes the current, and the current is already pulling you towards something extraordinary. Pisces, the first soul shift begins at exactly 11:11 a.m. your local time on August 12th, not 11:10, not 11:12. The prophecy insists on precision, because this is the moment the first lock in your destiny gate clicks. It will not announce itself with fireworks or thunder. Instead, it will feel strange, almost like a glitch in reality. You might be mid-conversation when suddenly the person in front of you says something word for word that you've heard in a dream. You might glance at a clock and realize time has slowed down, as if the universe is giving you extra seconds to notice the moment. You might even feel a soft pull in your chest. Not fear, not excitement, but a magnetic tug towards something unseen. This is the veil breaking. For a few minutes, your senses will be heightened. You will see flashes, not in your imagination but in your mind's eye, of faces you've never met, symbols you've never studied, choices you haven't yet made. They will feel oddly familiar, as if you're remembering the future. The Arcana manuscripts describe this moment as the dreamer's awakening. It's your higher self, the eternal, infinite part of you, sending quantum breadcrumbs across timelines to lead you exactly where you need to go. Do not dismiss it. Do not tell yourself you're overthinking it. Your mind will try to rationalize it away, but your soul will know. And here's where most people fail this shift. They let the moment slip through their fingers. They tell themselves they'll remember it later, but later never comes. The prophecy is clear. The map is drawn in sand. The tide will come. That's why during this first soul shift, you must write down everything. Every name, every symbol, every sentence that feels charged with energy. Even if it makes no sense in the moment, write it. Those notes will become your map to the second and third soul shifts. This is also when repeating signs will start to appear. You might see the same number on a license plate, a receipt, and your phone within minutes. You might overhear the same unusual phrase twice from different people. You might pass the same stranger twice in two completely different places. These are not coincidences, they are markers. Reality's way of saying, you're in the right corridor, keep going. The manuscripts also warn of false echoes, distractions meant to pull you away from the real path. How do you know the difference? Simple. True signs will bring a calm certainty, even if you don't fully understand them. False signs will bring urgency, panic, or confusion. And Pisces, here's the most important part. Once the first soul shift begins, it cannot be paused or repeated. If you ignore the download, the rest of the prophecy weakens. If you embrace it, if you document it, follow it, honor it, the second soul shift will arrive stronger, clearer, and more abundant than you can imagine. At 11:11 a.m. on August 12th, the veil will break. The old reality will begin to dissolve, and for the first time in your life, you will see the threads of your future weaving themselves into your present. Your only job is to notice, Pisces. I wish I could tell you that once the first soul shift begins, the rest will flow effortlessly. But that would be a lie. The Arcana manuscripts are clear. When the dreamer rises, the shadows stir. On August 12th, as soon as the veil begins to break, you will attract shadow anchors. These aren't always evil forces in the way you imagine. Sometimes they're just people, situations, or thoughts that are unknowingly being used to keep you in the old reality. It could be as simple as an argument out of nowhere with someone you care about, a sudden distraction that pulls you away from being present. A wave of self-doubt so convincing it makes you question everything you've just experienced. Pisces, here's the truth. Your empathy is your greatest gift. But on this day, it's also a doorway. Because when you're wide open emotionally, you don't just absorb light, you also absorb interference. Shadow anchors feed on reaction. They want you angry, anxious, second-guessing. Why? Because hesitation weakens the signal between you and your higher self. And if they can lower your frequency, they can stop the prophecy in its tracks. The manuscripts give a warning that still sends chills. The dreamer's chain is not forged by iron, but by the hands they choose to hold. This means the wrong conversation, the wrong emotional exchange, the wrong spiral of thoughts can lock you back into the old timeline before you even realize it's happened. So on August 12th, you must be ruthless with your energy. If someone tries to bait you into conflict, walk away. If fear starts whispering in your mind, drown it out with breath, music, prayer, or stillness. If you feel drained, take a break immediately, because in a very real way, your life depends on it. Every moment you hold your focus is a step closer to the second soul shift. And if you make it there, without letting the shadows pull you under, the reward will be far greater than you can imagine. Pisces, if you can hold your ground through the resistance, if you can keep your light steady when the shadows try to dim it, then at exactly 3:03 p.m. on August 12th, the second soul shift will activate. This one will feel different. The pressure that's been building in your chest will suddenly release. It's like a knot you've carried for years, maybe decades, just unties itself without warning. You'll feel lighter, not just emotionally, even physically. Colours will seem sharper, sounds will feel more musical, even the air will seem charged with possibility. This is the alignment gift. The Arcana manuscripts describe it as the return of what was always yours. That means this moment is not about receiving something random. It's about reclaiming something that was meant for you all along, but was blocked, delayed, or hidden by fear, timing, or outside interference. For some Pisces, this will show up as a life-changing opportunity, a career offer, a project approval, an unexpected opening that feels almost too perfectly timed to be coincidence. For others, it will be a powerful connection, a person stepping into your life who feels instantly familiar, who speaks to your soul as if you've known them for lifetimes. And for some, it will be a creative or spiritual breakthrough, the idea that changes everything, the clarity that rewrites your entire path forward. And here's the magic. Whatever form it takes, it will have a ripple effect. One opportunity leads to another. One conversation opens 5 new doors. One decision changes the trajectory of your next decade. The prophecy is clear on why this happens. The one who stays in light at the turning hour will receive what was always theirs. 3:03 p.m. is your turning hour. The alignment gift is your soul's reward for not letting fear, doubt, or outside chaos pull you back into the old timeline. But there's one more truth you need to understand. The gift will not arrive with a big flashing sign that says, "This is it." It may appear ordinary in the moment, a phone call, a message, a random invitation, something that feels small, until you realize later it was the key to everything. So between the first shift at 11:11 and the second at 3:03, you must stay alert. Not tense, just aware. Because the moment the alignment gift appears, you must act. If you hesitate, if you second guess, if you tell yourself you'll decide later, the energy will fade, the door will close, and the next time you see it, it might be years away, or never again. Pisces, this is not the universe handing you something to think about. This is the universe handing you something you already claimed in another lifetime, finally delivering it into your hands in this one. Hold it, own it, protect it. Because the third soul shift, the rebirth seal, will stamp it permanently into your timeline. And that's when destiny stops being a concept and starts being your reality. Pisces, you might be asking yourself, if this is so powerful, why does it only last a few hours? Because cosmic windows are not permanent. They are rare alignments, moving pieces in a divine clock that only line up for a short time before drifting apart. It's like a solar eclipse, breathtaking, magical, and temporary. You can't freeze it. You can't slow it down. You can only be ready when it happens. On August 12th, that perfect alignment, Neptune, Jupiter, and the North Node will lock into place and then slowly move on. When they do, the Destiny Gate closes. The Arcana manuscripts are crystal clear about what happens if you miss it. The one who reaches for the fruit after the tree has withered will taste only dust. Once the energy is gone, trying to force destiny is like planting a seed in stone. Nothing grows. You can take action, yes, but it will feel heavy, uphill, and painfully slow. That's why August 12th is not about waiting. It's not about saying, I'll think about it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow for this alignment. The hours between 11:11 a.m. and 8:08 p.m. are your golden corridor, the rare sacred window when your decisions have exponential power. A choice you make in that window could unfold faster than it normally would in years. A connection you form could be life-altering. A step you take could permanently shift your entire path forward. But here's the trap. Most people will miss it because they think they have time. They'll tell themselves they'll act later or wait for a sign, not realizing the sign is already here. Pisces, the clock will be ticking on August 12th, and the question won't be whether the universe is ready. It will be whether you are ready when the universe knocks. Pisces, at 8:08 p.m. everything changes. The third and final soul shift, the rebirth seal, ignites. This isn't just a spiritual boost or a passing wave of inspiration. This is the exact moment the universe stamps your new timeline. Think of it like a cosmic passport. Once this seal is imprinted, you are no longer the same person you were before August 12th. You may feel it in your chest, a deep pressure that suddenly releases. You may feel your throat tighten, then open, as if you're finally speaking the truth your soul has held back for lifetimes. Or you may simply feel tears falling without warning. Tears of grief, tears of joy, tears for reasons your mind can't explain. But your soul knows exactly why, because this is the closing of an old contract and the activation of your divine destiny contract. Pisces, before you took your first breath, before your heartbeat synced with this earthly rhythm, your soul made an agreement. It chose a path, a purpose, and a mission. It knew the challenges you'd face, the heartbreaks you'd endure, the tests you'd need to pass, all to prepare you for this exact moment. The rebirth seal is that signature on the dotted line, saying, yes, I'm ready now. No more delays, no more detours. And here's the truth, not everyone gets here. Many people avoid their calling, numb themselves with distractions, or drown in the noise of the world. But you, Pisces, you've been walking through the fire. You've been pulled to the edge of yourself. And now, the universe is giving you the final key. When this seal activates, opportunities may flood in faster than you can process. Messages from people you haven't heard from in years, offers that seem to fall from the sky, sudden clarity on decisions you've been stuck on for months. Some will feel a magnetic pull to take a leap, moving to a new city, starting a passion project, ending a cycle that's been draining you for years. Others will experience an inner rebirth, shedding old identities, releasing false beliefs, and stepping fully into the version of themselves they've always been destined to be. Here's the cosmic secret. The rebirth seal works like a frequency lock. Once it's stamped, you can't go back to your old vibration. People, places, and patterns that aren't in alignment with your new timeline will naturally fade away. Sometimes instantly, sometimes gradually. It might feel lonely for a moment, but that's only because the universe is making space for your soul-aligned tribe, your divine opportunities, and your true abundance. The prophecy is crystal clear. Resisting this final shift is the same as tearing up your destiny contract. It will feel heavier, more chaotic, doors will close, but if you lean in, if you breathe through the emotional surges, trust the guidance that comes, and say yes to the unknown, the universe will move mountains for you. Pisces, at 8:08 p.m. on August 12th, you are not just stepping into a new chapter, you are stepping into an entirely new book. The old you is gone. The healed, aligned, unstoppable you is here. And once this seal is set, there is no turning back. Pisces, August 12th is not a day you simply live through, it's a day you rise into. The energy will be fast, electric and unfiltered, so preparation is everything. First, clear your space. Physical clutter isn't just mess, it's an energetic anchor keeping you stuck in old vibrations. Clean your room, organize your desk, open your windows. Let the air move, let the light in. Every item you release makes room for something greater to enter. Second, write your intentions in the present tense. Not I want or I hope, but I am and I have. Your words must match the reality you're calling in. For example, I am living in financial abundance. I have a healthy, loving relationship. This locks your desires into the frequency of already having them, and the universe responds to that energy instantly. Third, protect your energy. Avoid the emotional landmines, the toxic conversations, the endless bad news, the draining people who pull your vibration down. You don't have to explain. Just step back. This is your sacred space, and no one is allowed to muddy it. Fourth, hydrate like your soul depends on it, because it does. Water doesn't just cleanse your body, it sharpens your psychic channel. On a cosmic gateway day like this, clarity is priceless. Finally, be ready to act in a heartbeat. The alignment gift might appear as a sudden message, a chance meeting, a flash of intuition. Don't second guess it. When it comes, move. The window will not stay open forever, Pisces, and those who hesitate miss the miracle. Pisces, listen closely. The prophecy is not some golden ticket you can just hold in your hand and wait for the prize to arrive. No, it's a mirror. A perfect divine mirror that reflects back to you your courage, your readiness, and your deepest fears. And here's the truth. On August 12th, the mirror will show you exactly where you stand. If what you see is hesitation, the moment will pass like a wave sliding back into the ocean. If what you feel is doubt, the energy will scatter, slipping between your fingers like water. But if what you choose is trust, full, unshakable, heart-on-fire trust, you will ignite a chain reaction the universe cannot ignore. This is not about waiting for the right sign or the perfect timing. August 12th is the timing. The alignment gift is not a slow-moving stream. It's a lightning bolt. One flash, one chance. When it strikes, you either catch it or you watch it disappear. Faith is not a feeling, Pisces. It's a decision. It's the moment you stand in the unknown and say, I am ready, even if I don't see how. It's the moment you step forward without guarantees, trusting that the bridge will appear beneath your feet. And the test is simple. Will you act when the door opens, or will you stay frozen, wondering if you're really ready? Here's the twist. The prophecy does not reward perfection. It rewards movement. You could take a messy step, a clumsy leap, a small, imperfect action, and still, the universe will flood in to meet you halfway. But if you stay still, the current will carry the opportunity far beyond your reach. So Pisces, when the moment comes on August 12th, don't second guess it. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Move, claim it, and watch as the entire path of your destiny lights up in front of you, faster than you ever imagined possible, because in the eyes of the prophecy, hesitation is defeat. But trust Trust is the key that unlocks everything, Pisces. August 12th is not just another date on the calendar, it's the cosmic alarm clock for your soul. 3 soul shifts, unfolding in 3 sacred hours, offering you the chance to step into the life you were born to live. This is not the time to sit on the sidelines waiting for a better moment. There is no better moment. There is no next time. The alignment happening on this day will not return in your lifetime, and the universe is placing it directly in your path. Hesitation will cost you. Doubt will delay you. But bold action will open the gates wide and pour blessings into your life faster than you ever believed possible. Pisces, this is your divine appointment with destiny. The energy on August 12th is like a rocket, but you have to choose to light the match. Hours from now, you could be walking into love, wealth, clarity, and purpose, or you could be standing in the exact same place, wishing you had acted. The question is, which reality will you choose? Because your destiny is waiting, and it's only hours away.